Good morning. This morning, it is May 4th, 2021. And yesterday and today, I felt like God has told me to talk about a few things that have been going on in my life. And struggled with this all morning. And, he told me yesterday that I need to talk about something, and I just didn't know what. And so I was staying over at the cabin last night. So on my way over here to the poultry farm after taking my son to school, he just keeps telling me to talk about something, and I'm like, Father, what am I supposed to say? And then I start thinking about, sorry. So I'm gonna be completely transparent here. I'm thinking about that stack of medical bills over there, and I've been struggling with this for a while. Let's see, September 9th of 2019, my first kidney stone, and I had those bills, and then I had a lump in my left breast. First about the kidney stone, God took those away. Then I had the lump in my breast. I had a biopsy done, and that came back benign. God took care of me there. I had an ovarian cyst, and I went to the doctor, and of course the doctor was, after I went to my regular doctor, he said I needed to go to my OB, GYN, and tell her because of the ovarian cyst, I would need to talk to her about that. And when I got there that next week, she said, why did your doctor send you here? Because it's not even there. And by the time I got home, I had no pain, no bloating, no nothing. God had taken care of that too. I had foot surgery in January of 2021. And then 2 months later, I had my second kidney stone, and had that one, a procedure done to bust that up and stuff. So with all that being said, there's a stack of a stack of medical bills sitting over there on my counter. And I had told Father this morning, I'm struggling, and that how much that bothers me, and my husband hasn't had a paycheck since last May. So I feel like all this weight is just on me at the moment, and has been. But this morning I told God, I said, no, you're going to take care of us. I know you are. I mean, He's taking care of us so much. I just can't explain. I don't even if I could even put it in a recording of what all He's done. And here He is, and He's telling us to go to these places and to minister to these people, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, or whatever else. And I'm thinking, how are we going to afford this? I've got bills we got to pay, and I'm not going to say no to go minister. Just as I've been fighting this morning, and I told my husband I was just struggling this morning, that He's told me to talk about something, and I'm like, what am I supposed to talk about? And I began listening to something on YouTube, and then I was reading some of my devotionals this morning, and it came to me. He wants me to say something about, or talk about, the struggles. And he just was on and on and on, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. I can't even stop crying. I can't. And then one of my devotionals this morning, as I was reading it, it referenced Micah 7:8, and it was talking about, don't rejoice over me, my enemy. Though I have fallen, I will stand up. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light. And, and I looked at that, and then God showed me somewhere else, and brought me to page 744 of my Bible, and that's Psalms 25, and the first 2 verses says, Lord, I appeal to you, my God, I trust in you. Do not let me be disgraced. Do not let my enemies gloat over me. And that's exactly what Micah said this morning in chapter 7, verse 8, was, don't let my enemies rejoice over me, have power over me. And this morning, that enemy is that stack of bills over there. And I've struggled with that. And, because like I've said, that the Lord has led me and my husband to go minister to these people, and I'm thinking, how are we supposed to do that and be able to afford, because of the only income that we have is mine? And how are we supposed to afford to go somewhere to minister to people, to have the money to do that? And, and God was just telling me this morning that, just trust me. I'm going to take care of you. And I know he has. He definitely has. And I know he will. And like I said, I don't know why in the world he doesn't want me to share this morning. Or, like I told him, I said, I just can't stop crying. I can't stop crying. I can't even do my work. I can't focus on anything. Everything I'm gonna look at paperwork, it's blurry. I'm struggling, and but I told my husband, I said, until I stop struggling with what he wants me to do, I'm not gonna have the peace. And as I'm talking to you, and doing what he wants me to do, it's like this burden is off my shoulders. I'm not anxious. I'm not fretful. It's like this peace and calm has come over me. And I think that's what he's trying to tell me, is that you need to let people know how much you're struggling. Because there are people out there that are struggling as well. But it's not about what you're lacking, or what you can't pay, or I mean, just yesterday I opened up a text message from my mom from like last month, because God told me for a while just not to open it, and it was pictures of my grandbaby, and that I haven't seen at all, and she was born February 11th. And that's another struggle of mine. I've seen 1 out of my 8 kids, and you can see pictures behind me of these beautiful babies. And I miss them so much. I see my 15-year-old son, and that's it. I haven't seen, Melvin's 8 girls since March of 2020, except on video, and I haven't seen my kids, and I'll go to see my oldest son at work. sometimes, but as far as being able to talk to him on the phone, I don't. He's got me blocked still. He graduates this month. I haven't been able to get a hold of my daughter since October 31st. These are struggles that I have, but I knew this morning that God was wanting me to talk about something. God was wanting me to share my heart. Father was wanting me to just be transparent and say, yeah, I'm struggling. But he also told me this morning that he had me. He's going to take care of me no matter what. Because I desire him over anything. And my enemy is just pouncing on me of what I don't have or whatever else. It's just pouncing on me this morning. So if you're in that position where, the enemy is just striking at you with everything it has, whether it be bills or family or job or whatever else the case may be, there is comfort and peace in the Father, I promise. Because he told me this morning, I've got you. You're hurting. I see you hurt. But I have you, and I'm going to take care of you. And we never know how that's going to turn out or what it's going to be. And we can, dream up that God's going to do this or do this or do this, but it's not the way it is. It's so much better than what we could ever imagine. So this morning I want to encourage you. If you are struggling with anything, if that enemy is just poking and prodding with everything they have, he's a liar. I promise he's a liar. If your desire is for the Father and his timing and his will on your life, anything, then I promise those hard days are gonna just to be a memory in the past. And I think about Paul, he was persecuted. Think about how much he struggled, in jail or in the wilderness or whatever else, he struggled so much. Why do I think I'm any better or different or whatever else? The disciples, they were persecuted. If I don't think I'm going to struggle or be persecuted or whatever else the case may be, if I think that, I'm not a follower of Christ. Because I promise you, if you are following hard after Christ, I got that fly bothering me, then I promise the struggles are coming. The enemy's going to attack any way he can, any direction he can come from, whatever the case may be. And it can be as simple as those stack of bills on the counter. But though the struggles are hard and they are unbearable some days, especially when it comes to your kids, not seeing them or anything else, but what the Father offers, it doesn't compare. Because right now I have this peace in me for doing exactly what he wanted me to do. And even though I will never probably ever know why he wanted me to do this, I did it. And I did it because he told me to. The struggles are real, I promise. But the reward, I promise, is even greater. So, just be encouraged. Like, and I say this even though I'm just crying and I just can't stop right now. But I can't tell you the peace. I can't explain the peace and the calmness I have right now because I did exactly what the Father wanted me to do. Because I'm not crying over the struggle right now at all. He's taken that burden and just kind of lifted it from me. Because right now, I'm just crying for the peace that He's given me and the comfort that He's given me. And I can't get that anywhere else, not even from my own husband. That comes from the Father. And it is so amazingly, absolutely amazing. It's undescribable. So, the struggles are great. The reward is greater. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. See you next time.